moving out of the head and mental activity and into the heart. Heart and the belly, womb, hara. Feeling yourself at a hearth. Warm, welcoming fire. A space where you're safe to feel, to be. As you settle into your belly, you may just feel if there's any energy stirring, anything that you already want to start tuning into and giving love to. Something emerging in your life, your world. Feeling Bridget here with us today as a divine mother, guide, divine feminine, hearth keeper, holding the space for our hearts and our parts.
On the other side of the grief is the relief, or as you feel the grief, you feel the relief sometimes simultaneously. To feel the grief is relieving.
And that is this threshold to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, that's awakening. It isn't just bliss, it's also the mess. And I feel like anyone who doesn't talk about or offer the mess and how to be in the mess and honor the mess, I don't feel they're fully in it, in their body. Because the body also holds the whole mix of the experience here. When you're letting go of so much of an identity that so much of the world subscribes to, that you're no longer saying yes to, there's a lot to sort through. So the death and the rebirth, if you're really feeling also the divine feminine, if you're feeling the feminine in particular, she's always about both. That is her womb.
And both. Bridget in particular is powerful to connect with around this because of how she'll sit beside you as you wail. But then she'll also dance with you as you feel the renewal, the coming spring. And I can feel her offering to the room and to me personally as well. You know, it's okay to not feel like you're in your full radiance yet if you are in the midst of change, because there's something about just being in the midst of it that is just as sacred as being on the other side of it. And I think that's where we tend to struggle, especially in spirituality, with the messy middle, the messy midst of it's not quite resolved yet. And sometimes there are some things we cannot expect to be resolved. There's so much going on in the world right now that it's like there's an ache, there's a throb for resolution in this, we're in this sphere or that sphere, in this country or that country, and yet we can't expect resolution, but we can be with this process of the death and rebirth pangs going on.
That is reminding me too of my book, which I think all of you have or are reading currently. But in it, I share quite a bit about safety for the feminine. And obviously one of the biggest wounds being the wound of silencing, being silenced, and of course being persecuted. So there's a piece of that I think when we're letting go of anything or something, or even if it's an identity, but certainly even for me in letting go of a relationship, then it is a question of where do I feel safe? What anchors me now? And what has come up for me is that there really is an anchoring for me in Divine Mother.